Alright, Truth Seekers, it's been a while. I have a research question for you. Is it possible that there are influencer accounts on X who operate to scare Republicans about the safety and security of the upcoming 2024 US elections, thus pushing them to give up and not vote? I don't have the answer to that question. I will show you something. This account called Wall Street Apes made a big scary tweet today, which I'll read. You can actually see the 2024 presidential election being wriggled away from us in real time. The US Social Security Administration website, HAVV 2024 data, massive amounts of people registering to vote without ID in key states. He lists the states, which includes Texas, Georgia, and Missouri. We're shown this scary graph with 3 million listed for the state of Texas as being registered without ID. I realize this is a resurgence of a posting flurry from April this year when this website fell under public scrutiny. The website is Social Security Administration weekly data, Help America Vote verification transactions by state. Let's look into more of what this system is about. What is HAVV? The Help American Vote Act of 2002 requires states to verify the information of newly registered voters for federal elections. Each state must establish a computerized statewide voter registration list and verify new voter information with the MVA. States are required to verify the driver's license number against the MVA database. Only in situations where no driver's license exists may the states verify the last 4 digits of the new voter's social security number. The state submits the last 4 digits of the SSN, name, and date of birth for verification with the SSA. In August 2004, SSA developed a new verification process known as Help America Vote Verification to comply with requirements of Section 303 of HAVV. When an applicant for voter registration does not have a driver's license, the state may request a 4-digit SSN verification from SSA through HAVV. The state must submit the applicant's name, date of birth, and last 4 digits. The HAVV system provides one of the following responses concerning the submitted data, and so we're shown the types of responses. Very interestingly, there is not a response of, this is an individual without a social security number who's attempting to vote. Given the public is not directly involved with this system, we have to infer what these terms mean. Are all states using the 4-digit system? Pursuant to 303(b)(2) of HAVA, the SSA has an agreement with 45 states to use the HAVV. There are 5 states, which includes New Mexico, Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia, are permitted to use a 9-digit SSN applications for voter registration. These states do not obtain verifications from SSA through HAVV. North Dakota has no voter registration requirement and does not use the HAVV system. What does this data represent? The HAVV transaction data represents the combined results of each state that chooses to use the HAVV system as part of its voter registration determination. So I think what's important to the argument is how the data is being transmitted. The state transmits the information to the HAVV system. So in order to come to conclusions about how many people without social security numbers are registering in a given week, it's important to know at what rate the state is transmitting data to the HAVV and for what time period. The website defines the terms that are used. We have total transactions, which is the total number of verification requests received from each participating state through HAVV during a specified time frame. We're told that the verification requests are combined from Sunday through Saturday. There are unprocessed transactions if the data submitted was not done in a valid way. There is a category of non-matches, which is a total number of verification requests we were unable to identify a match of submitted information with information maintained in our system. So this would presumably be a combination of a person's name, date of birth, last 4 digits that does not exist in the HAVV system. So it could be from a non-citizen inventing a last 4 digits of the social. There is a single match found deceased, which tallies the requests where the submitted information matches a deceased person who's passed away, and it's divided into the category of alive for all those requests that matches a living person in the system. And so this could be single or multiple. So for the week ending August 24th, 2024, we see that Alabama has 2,600 total transactions, with requests that matches 1,168 individuals and 725 being non-matched. So using this logic, a fear would be these 725 non-matches could represent people inventing a last 4 on the spot, submitting it to the state of Alabama, and in the state of Alabama, sending to HAVV for verification. Now let's look at a Wall Street Apes recent post. Here's a weekly update, data from the U.S. Social Security Administration website. This is the amount of people in each state that attempt to register to vote without ID in 2024. Alabama, new this week, 2,693. Going to the data from the website, he quoted the total transactions. It's my opinion that this represents a likely misinterpretation. Just because the state of Alabama submitted this number of transactions to the HAVV system, we do not know that this number was from registrants of the prior week, the prior month, or the prior 4 months. Furthermore, when people move, they change their voter registration. So a person previously registered within HAVV who submits a new registration would be expected to be one of the individuals who matches for total matches in HAVV. It's known that the state of Missouri tends to have a large number of verification requests sent compared to other states. We don't know how this state's methodology differs from other states in determining what batches of data to submit from week to week. A well-known conservative influencer known as The Persistent, Scott Pressler, commented on this controversy concerning the state of Texas, which was shown to have a very large number of requests sent. He replied to a now deleted post, "This isn't true. I really wish you would stop posting this just for clickbait." Even the Texas SOS, who is a Republican, said the voter rolls have only increased by 57,711 voters since beginning of 2024. You are needlessly depressing and discouraging Republicans from voting. And in this, he highlights a statement. Responding to the misinformation, Texas Secretary of State Jay Nelson issued a statement saying, "It is totally inaccurate that 1.2 million voters have registered to vote in Texas without a photo ID this year. The truth is, our voter rolls have increased by 57,711 voters since the beginning of 2024. This is less than the number of people registered in the same time frame in 2022. Now, all this said, having adequate poll watchers and audits is going to be essential for ensuring that Americans are confident about the results of 2024 U.S. elections. Trump is continuing to surge in the polls post-DNC. It appears that our biggest concern as a body politic will be the peaceful transition of power, assuming Trump does win. Congressman Jamie Raskin made this somewhat radical statement concerning transition to power on the date the electoral votes are officially counted, January 6th. He made this statement at a library this past February.
Away from you very quickly, and the greatest example going on right now before our very eyes is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress, so it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025 to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified, and that we need bodyguards for everybody and civil war.
Raskin made the disturbing comments during a discussion about voter rights with law professor Richard L. Hazen and civil rights lawyer Sherilyn Ifill at the Politics and Prose bookstore in Washington, D.C.
To summarize Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, it addresses the disqualification from holding office of individuals who engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States or have given aid or comfort to its enemies. Specifically, it states that no person shall hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or any state if they have previously taken an oath as a public official to support the Constitution and then engaged in such activities. So that is the showdown that we might be looking forward to. The smear that Trump somehow conspired to get American citizens to invade the Capitol on that special day in 2021. There has already been an impeachment trial where no convincing evidence was demonstrated as such. This is the election where we're going to have to vote and pray. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.